Yeah, so Bonner's gone. Dewanna Bonner's gone. Indiana fans, I'm so sorry. This is a horrible video for you. Dewanna Bonner is not coming back, according to Andy Costabile in Front Office Sports.
There's a huge mystery surrounding Dewanna Bonner and her absence, okay? In these past 4 games, guys, in the past 4 games, Dewanna Bonner has been MIA for the Indiana Fever. It's getting to the point where I'm on my Twitter timeline. The fans are saying that Dewanna Bonner has quote-unquote quiet quit, okay? They say that she is quiet quitting the Indiana Fever.
Dewanna Bonner just pulled the ultimate plot twist, walked out on the Indiana Fever like she had better things to do. And honestly, maybe she does. Was it drama? Was it shade? Or did she finally get tired of the madness that is WNBA reality TV disguised as basketball? Whatever it was, she left faster than a coach after a technical foul. Stick around because this isn't just a walkout, it's a full-blown soap opera in sneakers.
Dewanna Bonner is officially done with the Indiana Fever. Now, DB has been out for the past 6 games for personal reasons, but other than that, the team has been pretty quiet on what exactly is going on, and there's been so much speculation around her absence. But the whole thing was just kind of bizarre, and a lot of Fever fans were speculating that we're not going to see her back. And just today, it was announced that she has no intentions on returning to the Indiana Fever, and her preferred destinations are either Atlanta or the Phoenix Mercury. It's also been reported that the main reason that she wanted to leave is because things felt off from the beginning and she thought that she would be a starter.
Somewhere between Dewanna Bonner's latest fashion-forward tunnel walk and another underwhelming stat line, she decided she was done. Not done improving, not done evolving, not done dominating, just flat out done. The Indiana Fever didn't even get a warning. 1 minute she was sulking on the bench with a face that screamed, "Don't talk to me," and the next, boom, exit stage left. She ghosted that roster like a bad Hinge date, leaving Indiana more confused than ever.
In another non-shocking turn of events, it's being reported that Dewanna Bonner no longer wants to be with Indiana Fever. I was shocked in the first place that she went there, to be honest, based on the harassment that her and her wife received last year from the Fever fans. So this is not shocking to me. This article, it says that her potential landing spots could be Phoenix or the Dream. You guys know I got Dream season tickets, so I'm biased. Come to ATL. She started the season off starting with the Fever and then was promptly benched, and Lexi started in the starting position, so this is all speculation. I don't know, right? That could have had something.
But let's not pretend this was about self-care or burnout. No, this wasn't some soul-searching retreat to Bali. This was a classic case of, if I don't get to start, then I'm taking my ball and going home. Because heaven forbid a veteran actually has to earn her minutes. Dewanna wasn't trying to compete. She was trying to coast. And when the Fever gave her a nice cozy seat on the bench instead of the starting 5, she didn't just pout, she detonated.
Of course, the Dewanna Bonner news would come out while I'm out. But I can't say that it caught me by surprise because it certainly didn't. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it's surprising. Dewanna Bonner signs a free agent contract with the Indiana Fever. And after a handful of games, once a Fever exit, apparently. And that is a strange situation, right? Because she was embraced. She had her achievement at the beginning of the season, moving up the scoring ranks. They were referring to her as Mama Bear in training camp. And now all of a sudden that has fallen apart. She was out of the starting lineup, hadn't really produced that much, particularly on the offensive end. And this,
Now Indiana's front office is probably still trying to figure out how she managed to file metaphorical divorce papers mid-practice. The same team that gave her a chance to resurrect whatever was left of her veteran glow-up got blindsided by an ego eruption so big, NASA probably picked it up. Dewanna didn't just walk away. She strutted out like she was on an award show carpet, minus the accolades, minus the applause.
But I see a lot of Fever fans being very negative towards DB, talking about I never seen someone take so much personal time off, and who takes personal time off? I don't know if you're not family origin. I don't know if you may hate your family, but family comes first over everything. Okay? I don't know. Maybe you're not family origin, but family comes first. If she having issues and stuff going on with her family, how about we pray about it? Okay? She's a human being. Stuff happens to them just like shit happens to us. Life be lifing. They have shit happen to them just like shit happened to us. So let's not do that.
And where is she heading now? She's apparently trying to piece together a WNBA supergroup like she's auditioning for Destiny's Child, The Retirement Years. Word on the court is she's eyeing Atlanta. Because of course she is. It's always Atlanta. the city where fading stars go to feel famous again. And just to spice things up, she wants to link up with Brittany Griner, as if that duo doesn't sound like the plot to a buddy cop movie where no one actually arrests anyone, they just passive-aggressively subtweet their teammates. Yes, the same Brittany Griner who's got her own on-court redemption arc happening. Apparently, Dewanna thinks teaming up with her will reignite something magical, as if dropping a few triple-single stat lines next to Griner is going to revive her legacy. It's the basketball equivalent of two washed-up pop stars starting a tour to pay off their bad real estate decisions. But the real kicker? Dewanna turned on Caitlin Clark like she was flipping a switch. One day, it was all supportive veteran energy. Mentor mode activated. Next, she's acting like Caitlin's mere presence is an insult to the game. It's like Dewanna woke up one morning, saw Clark's face on a cereal box, and decided that was her villain origin story. Never mind that Caitlin's dragging the entire WNBA out of irrelevance by sheer force of popularity. No, Dewanna's ego couldn't take the spotlight tilting even a centimeter away from her.
So Dewanna Bonner pulls one of the weakest moves in sports history and quits on the Indiana Fever, not even halfway through the season, man. Your ass couldn't hit the fucking side of a barn and was stinking it up every game, and you're mad about a starting spot or some bullshit? Completely lost all respect for your punk ass, man. And now your preferred destination is the Phoenix Mercury in the Dream. Oh, what? So you can go back with Alyssa Thomas and Scissor? What the fuck kind of bullshit is this? And then all the people that hate Caitlin Clark so much, the Black Clan and Black Clan Panders, are sitting here supporting this weak-ass move.
She went from mentor to mean girl in record time. Suddenly, every missed pass was a conspiracy. Every high five she didn't get was a personal attack. And every time Caitlin hit a logo three, Dewanna looked like she was watching someone steal her parking space. It wasn't basketball anymore. It was high school with sweatbands. And don't think Connecticut's opening their arms either. She tried to creep back in that door like nobody remembered how she dipped out the last time. But no one's trying to replay that tired rerun. The Sun have moved on. They're not trying to be the emotional support franchise for veterans with bruised egos and no self-awareness. Connecticut's busy playing actual basketball while Dewanna's busy curating her next Instagram story like it's a documentary on betrayal. She's not chasing rings anymore, she's chasing relevance. And let's be real, nothing screams "I still matter" louder than quitting a team mid-season because the coach wouldn't roll out the red carpet. She wanted to walk into that locker room and be treated like royalty, forgetting that royalty usually has to earn their throne, but nah. Dewanna was allergic to effort and had a PhD in entitlement.
All right, now some people have been saying that her banner has been taken down. I don't know how true that is, but from what people are saying and seeing, they said her banner is taken down. Now, yes, that is alarming if it is real. I don't know exactly what it might mean if they did take it down, but you have to think it's not a good sign. Now, we all remember what Stephanie White ended up saying in the practice when asked about Dewanna Bonner. She was saying, like, you know, there's no timeline, right? No timeline, but they're just making sure that they're staying supportive of her. So I don't know if it's really a team thing, a team issue, the reason why she is missing right now. I feel like it really is something personal.
And her big pitch to Atlanta? It's giving desperation. It's giving, my group chat said this was a good idea. She's banking on star power she no longer has and chemistry that doesn't exist. Because if there's one thing Atlanta doesn't need right now, it's another drama magnet with a history of vanishing when things get hard. But hey, why not toss another log onto the chaos fire? Meanwhile, Caitlin's out there getting fouled like it's open season, trying to make the WNBA palatable to a new generation, while Dewanna is treating the league like her personal reality show. There's no hunger to compete, no fire to prove people wrong, just attitude, entitlement, and a lot of side-eye. She's not playing basketball anymore, she's performing it, except the audience isn't clapping. It's not just quitting, it's the timing, the energy, the diva vibes. She didn't leave with dignity. She flounced. She made a whole drama out of it, knowing full well it would set social media ablaze. And now, she's pitching herself like a free agent with options, when the only thing she's got is memories of better days and a highlight reel that stopped getting new clips. At this point, if she gets picked up by anyone, it's going to be out of pure curiosity, like watching a reboot of a show that was never that good to begin with, just to see how bad it can get. Her game's not sharp enough to justify the noise, and her attitude is louder than her output. It's a full-blown vanity tour in the making.
Excuse me, Dewanna Bonner? What do you mean you don't want to play for the Fever anymore? You signed a contract. You made a commitment to this team, and you're just gonna jump out of it right in the middle? Get out of here with that. Go retire. We didn't need you anyways. You weren't doing anything for our team. You know what? This frees up a roster spot. Maybe we can go get Ari McDonald and actually become a championship caliber team now. No interest in playing for the Fever. I'll go play for the Fever. They don't want me. I'll step.
And the funniest part? She still thinks she's the main character. Like this is her league and everyone else is just renting court space. But the truth is, the game has moved on. The fans have moved on. The teams have moved on. And while Dewanna's busy plotting her next dramatic exit, the rest of the league is lacing up and getting to work. Because while she's scrolling through Atlanta real estate listings and fake laughing at Brittany Griner's texts, actual athletes are grinding. Meanwhile, Dewanna's probably somewhere practicing her comeback pose for a team that hasn't even called. She's not retired, she's just not playing, she's not injured, she's just in her feelings. And that's the real tea. And just when you think Dewanna Bonner couldn't outdo herself, she turns the chaos dial to max volume and walks out. Like, not metaphorically. She physically packed up whatever was left of her pride and stormed out of Indiana like the locker room air conditioning offended her. No grit, no fight, no. I'll prove myself in practice. Just a big theatrical nope and the door slamming shut behind her. Probably for good. It wasn't even a public dispute. No locker room brawl, no visible meltdown. Just a vibe. One day she was there with a half-hearted warm-up, and the next she vanished like a ghost with sneakers. The Indiana Fever didn't even get the dramatic "I'm done" speech. No locker room tears, just radio silence and an empty locker.
People who are saying it's too early to judge Dewanna Bonner's performance at this point in the season obviously did not watch Connecticut last season. Now, the Sun started off strong, one of the longest winning streaks in WNBA history. The Sun also won more games last season than they've won in franchise history. So there's no doubt that Connecticut was a strong team. But what I am saying is that Bonner was proven inconsistent on the offensive end. There were 12 games where she shot 30% or less. For her career, she's a 40% shooter. Considering her position at forward, that's fairly low. Top forwards and post players typically sit around 50% from the floor. I think her field goal percentage struggles due to her shot selection, and she likes to shoot from deep, but last season she was 29% from three.
That's it. That's the exit plan. No explanation, no communication, just a veteran who suddenly decided competition wasn't really her vibe. And here's the kicker. This wasn't a rookie getting overwhelmed. This is a seasoned pro who's been around the block, has seen more courts than an NBA scout, and supposedly knows what resilience looks like. But instead of buckling down and putting in the grind, Dewanna chose the easiest route. Quit the moment it didn't go her way. Forget adapting. Forget mentorship. She wasn't interested in being a team player unless that team was worshiping at her feet and handing her a starting spot on a velvet pillow. Imagine the nerve, just refusing to play. Like she straight up decided she wouldn't touch that hardwood unless she got what she wanted. Who does that? What era of diva athlete behavior are we even in right now? The Fever handed her a contract, a locker, a platform, and she handed them back nothing but attitude and a disappearing act. No hustle, no hunger, just entitlement soaked in dramatics. And let's be honest here. Even if she had stayed, she was barely making noise on the stat sheet. Her game wasn't screaming starter anymore. It was whispering, maybe sixth option off the bench on a good day.
I need answers. I need answers. I don't want this swept under the rug whatsoever. I don't want this swept under the rug whatsoever. I want solid answers from somebody, because this I've never seen this. Sorry, never seen it. I need answers. And I do not believe, this is just my personal opinion, I do not believe that it is Dewanna Bonner. I do not believe it's coaching. I'm not really sure.
But instead of seeing that as a challenge to rise above, she treated it like an insult. Like she was too legendary to be benched, even though the only thing consistent about her play lately was inconsistency. This wasn't about injuries. This wasn't about off-court issues. This was about ego, plain and simple. Dewanna Bonner walked away because the WNBA dared to evolve without asking for her permission. She thought her name alone would be enough to guarantee minutes, and when it didn't, well, she went full meltdown mode. Except instead of blowing up, she just left. Slid out the back door like she was trying to avoid paying the bill after dinner. And now the rumors are swirling. She's pushing for a move, not asking nicely. Pushing. She wants out. Out of Indiana, out of any environment that expects effort, accountability, or humility. She's not even pretending to show up anymore. This isn't a trade request, it's a hostage negotiation where the hostage is her own relevance. She's drawing a line in the sand and daring the league to meet her demands like she's still the hottest ticket in town. Newsflash, that train left the station and it took her jumper with it. The idea that she's flat out refusing to play is borderline cartoonish. That's not an exaggeration, that's real. She's refusing, like a toddler at dinner refusing to eat broccoli. Except in this case, the broccoli is hustle and the table is the Fever's season.
This whole Dewanna Bonner thing is bothering me a little bit. So it turns out that Dewanna Bonner scrubbed off everything that pertains or to Indiana Fever. What is going on? I don't get it. You take a leave of absence, no updates, nothing. Does she want to retire? Does she want to leave the Fever? Is she looking for a trade? What is going on with Dewanna Bonner?
And she's not even hiding it. She's letting everyone know that if her conditions aren't met, she's not lacing up those shoes again. This isn't athlete empowerment. It's professional sulking. And who even wants to deal with that? Imagine being the Fever staff, trying to build a team culture, and you've got Dewanna playing emotional chess in the background. You're planning rotations and lineups, and she's out here moonlighting as a soap opera protagonist. You need effort. She brings energy vampire. You want chemistry. She brings conflict. It's exhausting, and she's not even playing. Let's be very clear. Dewanna Bonner is never stepping back onto the court for Indiana. That bridge has not just burned. It's a smoldering pile of ash. The Fever aren't waiting by the phone. They're not holding their breath. They're probably halfway through repainting her locker and replacing it with a plant or a rookie who doesn't throw a tantrum every time they're not in the starting five. And yet somehow, she's acting like she's the one with leverage. Like teams are circling, waiting to scoop up her drama like it's gold. She wants a trade, but she's made herself radioactive. Nobody's trying to import a mid-season diva crisis into their locker room just so they can watch her roll her eyes at practice and vanish before warm-ups. Still, she's got her eyes on Atlanta. The same Atlanta where she's hoping to join forces with Brittany Griner and magically revive her star power. As if moving zip codes is going to fix the fact that she dipped out on her last team like it was a bad blind date. Atlanta doesn't need another player who views effort as optional and teamwork as negotiable. And Griner, bless her, might not be ready for the chaos package that comes with Bonner's sudden mood swings and pre-game declarations of, "I'm not feeling it today." And if anyone thinks this ends with a clean trade or a comeback story, let's be honest, it won't. Dewanna Bonner is a walking soap opera right now, a one-woman dramatic arc with no resolution in sight. She's turned not starting into a full-on rebellion. She's declared war on accountability and waged battle against anything resembling humility. The craziest part, there was no warning, no build-up, no locker room tension bubbling over weeks. One day, she was suited up and cold stretching in the corner, and the next, she was gone, mentally and physically. She didn't even pretend to care, didn't give the fans a wave, didn't thank the city, just ghosted. Now she's out here window shopping new teams like a free agent with options, forgetting that most teams would rather sign a traffic cone with a good attitude.
Pissed off, bro. Pissed off, bro. I want my money back, bro. Dewanna Bonner, listen, I'm going to start this off. I pray everything's okay. We don't know what's going on. I hope everything is okay. And I hope it's not something too serious. But bruh. I got my receipt. I want my money back. I want my damn money back. I want my money back, Dewanna Bonner. I ordered something and I did not get what I paid for. I ordered something and did not get what I have paid for. Dewanna Bonner, I would like my money back. I don't know what's going on, but you're not showing up to work anymore.
It's not a meltdown. It's a vanishing act. A refusal to play paired with a refusal to reflect. She didn't just walk out. She staged a one-woman exit performance, complete with eye rolls, whispers of betrayal, and a refusal to return texts. And the funniest part? She thinks she's in control. She thinks she's still running the narrative. Meanwhile, the league has already turned the page, and she's stuck rereading her own headlines like they still matter. Dewanna Bonner didn't just quit the Fever. She quit the fight. She walked away from competition, from accountability, from the very thing that makes basketball what it is. Not because she couldn't perform, but because she couldn't perform without being worshipped. And when the applause stopped, so did she.